Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with a genuine unboxing video for you. This is a little package from White Mountain Knives. I'm sure it says in the title what it is, but we'll pretend you haven't watched that. And we'll all act surprised when I opened it. I already kind of ripped the label off. Still one part of the barcode. If you guys can track down my address from that small amount, I applaud you. And I cannot wait to see the creative way in which you murder me, because you must be a very obsessive person. Cut off all the... Man, it's a lot of tape they use on this, but this is good because I got to ship some stuff out today. This box will get reused. I'm definitely going to be shipping some stuff, so that's a good thing. And what do we have here? It's from Kizer. It's something I've been really eager to get my hands on. I love this particular knife designer. It says right there, Elijah Isham. I love his work. I have handled and reviewed several of his knives, but this is the first time I've actually owned one, and I'm extremely excited about it. Little dirty box there. Dirty box. I do love this new Kizer box. It looks so cool. It looks like you're opening that black sarcophagus they dug up in Egypt. This has been doing some of their less expensive knives. I've seen this too now, this little envelope thing. I saw it on the Domine and the, mini sheepdog, but it's kind of a neat way to display stuff. Just a nice little classy touch. Ooh, speaking of classy touches, this is nice, this new thing. It's not zippered. Looks kind of like an eyeglass case or something. We'll move the sarcophagus over here, as it shall henceforth forever be known. This is the Kizer Theta. Very excited about it. Ooh, man. This came out at a perfect time for me. I was going to buy a couple of more expensive knives and financial things came up and I couldn't, so I got this. 180 bucks these go for. And first impressions are, wow. It's very well machined, as you'd expect from a higher-end Kizer. It's very nicely done. It is very oily, so don't judge it by that. It has this nice little minimalist flipper, and then the usual kind of touch that Elijah Isham does. This is his, I can't remember what he calls it, practical line or something like that. But it's meant to be not as crazy as a lot of his knives are. Oh, detent's not that great on it. Oh, there we go. I guess it had some schmutz in it. It's working fine now. Very, very pretty. Yeah, very oily though. Where's one of my... I don't want to use the brand new rag that I just got. We're just going to use this paper towel here and get some of this oil off. See how it is closing. Pretty smooth for right out the box. Yeah, the detent's okay. It's not super strong, but it's all right. I know why that is, though. It's because they also want to make it flickable, which it absolutely is. Ergonomically, very, very good. This is not a terribly huge knife, 3.2-inch blade. Handle fits, I have large hands, skinny fingers. Handle fits okay on there. It's kind of barely long enough, but you can choke up on it. It's not like a real choil, but there is a nice little flat spot on here. Yeah, this is really nice. This is very nicely done. Carry looks like it's going to be pretty decent. Yeah, not that big solid bang detent like it sounded like in the videos, but there is so much oil in here. Kind of guessing that might be it. We'll get more to that when I do the full review on it. And I'm of course going to take this thing apart. Oh yeah, it's already it's loose. It's getting a little stiffer already. I think it's just, this is just so oily. You can see it gets louder and louder every time I do it. But it does do all the other thumb flicky things really well. When you flick it like that, it makes big bang. And honestly, with Isham's designs, that's mostly how I use it. I probably won't even use that flipper tab a whole lot. Nice looking though. I do like it's just says Theta and the little Isham Bladeworks logo on it. Font's kind of plain for the Theta, but I'm being super picky. Just the Kizer logo, S35VN, model number, all that stuff. It is wicked sharp out the box, I will say that. Let's do a little thickness behind the edge thing. Not going to keep you guys here too long on this one. Zero this thing. I don't know what is up with these calipers. Every time I pick them up, they're on. And they're measuring things while I sleep or something. About 23 thousandths, 22 and a half, 23 thousandths behind the edge. That's not too bad. Shouldn't be a horrible slicer. 1.6 or 0.16 blade stock. Again, not too bad. Nice, really high flat grind. It should be a pretty decent slicer. Fairly good looking tip on that. A good mix of, it's like just robust enough without being too overbuilt. It's obviously not going to be much of a stabber because it is a sheep's footy Warren Cliffy design. But yeah, that flipper tab, it just needs a bit more detent for that. The detent is perfect for the finger thumb hole, but on this particular one, the lockup's pretty good. But that detent could be just a bit stronger. I may or may not adjust that. Like I said, I'm not sure how much I'll even use the flipper tab. It's also, the flipper tab is super slippery right now because it's covered in oil, so that could be part of it. So first impressions are I really like it. I'm going to look at that detent thing a little bit. It's definitely not weak enough you could shake it open or anything like that. No, it's fine. I think it's just very oily at the moment. That's the risk that you have when you do unboxing videos. Sometimes they come with no oil at all or way too much oil, and either one of those can make a bad first impression. This is not a bad first impression. This is a pretty good one, actually. God, dude, their stonewash is so nice. These satin flats. First impression is good looking knife, very comfortable in the hand. Reminds me a lot of the Riat Starboy. I just got done playing one of those and sent it back to its rightful owner, and it does kind of remind me a lot of the Starboy, which is a good thing because it's a lot cheaper than the Starboy. 180 bucks. S35VN full titanium. First impression is well done. Looks like T10s or T8 and T6s, so I'll let you know more after I have some time to play with it, but very glad that I got it. Was kind of saving this spot for today to do the unboxing video of this because I know a lot of us been waiting a long time for this knife because it's a very inexpensive for an Elijah Isham, and we all love him and love his designs, but a lot of them are really expensive. I almost bought a Theta, which is kind of just a slightly larger, really fancier version of this made by We. They're very similar in a lot of ways, but it was a limited run, and I thought, well, it's a limited run. I'm probably not going to carry it much. This is one I will just carry and use because it's a regular production Kizer, 180 bucks. The Theta, yeah, I order mine from White Mountain Knives, but they have them in stock most places now. They're pretty much out there everywhere. So first impression is I really, really do like it, especially when you're using the large Isham hole, I'm going to call it. I don't know if he'd appreciate that or not, but when you're using the Isham hole to deploy it, it works really great. The flipper is so slippery and oily right now, I'm going to reserve judgment on that. But hope you guys have enjoyed this. Go get one if it's something that appeals to you because they are available right now. Talk to you later.